New recording program, new recording process. So that is why I am opening up this with a different game than Super Castlevania 4. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but I'm starting to associate it with bad memories. So, we are going to start on this. I do plan on finishing out Super Castlevania 4, but at a later date. Right now that's on hold while we just do this. It's a short game, so we'll get through it rather quickly. Basically what I'm doing is a challenge run on normal mode in which I only use the first plane and I don't use any special weapons whatsoever. On the bosses anyway. Sometimes they're almost necessary to get through the levels themselves. But this is the first level, it's nothing too special, and I chose this character because he, she, or it, I really never understood what Shin was, but they just get their primary weapon powered up a lot faster than the other guys. Using Greg is kind of cheating in my opinion because he recovers from damage so fast, and I've never really had any reason to use the other guy. He just kind of sucks. But you're not going to be able to hear the in-game audio, I think. I'm not sure at this point right now. And that's because I'm trying to keep these videos down to a minimum of how many megabytes it takes up in terms of space. And I really don't know why I just died there. Probably because I'm talking and not really paying attention to the level. But there's that. So, first 2 minutes, and we've already had our first death. Shouldn't happen again. I have done a ton of trial runs of this in anticipation for doing this particular LP. So, it's not like I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just distracted while I'm doing it. And I didn't even buy a bomb for this tank. That's really the only reason I bought it, for that tank and for the helicopter that's right there. Or not right there, but there's one that's similar to where that gun was placed. As for the audio, I'll try to get that worked out. I'm not sure how much space this video will take up. I'm going to keep it rather short for now until I know that it's not going to break me. Because I only have 40 gigs left on this computer, and I plan on dedicating all of that to recording space, and recording programs, of course. But that's pretty much how that's going to go down. I'm sorry that it's going to be a little bland, but I do have things planned to talk about, and this game is interesting enough to actually say things. I can discuss the strategies for defeating certain bosses and progressing through levels, and I don't know how well you can hear my voice right now, or if it's doing that awful popping. I noticed that this isn't recording my voice as high as I would like it to. I was going to go back to my headset, but I don't feel like getting it out really. I'm sorry. But there's one way that I progressed throughout this game. I'm probably not going to use these. I can usually get through this level without it. But, and of course you'll see the way that I progressed through it, but I'll go ahead and discuss it now. Right after that first level, I always try to take this level out, because it's a part of the moving levels, meaning that, okay, there are 3 of these. 2 of them use a plane model, and the other one is a submarine. But you want to take care of those as quickly as possible. I mean, you're going to have to do it eventually no matter what. It's just better to get it out of the way early on, because they're typically the easiest levels. The only exception being the second plane level. But usually I'll go through the first level, then this level, then the upcoming forest level. That should be what I cover in this video, so that's why I'm not afraid of revealing it right now. And I'll pretty much just reveal my plans at the beginning of every video for this, which there should only be maybe 3 or 4, maybe. It's not going to be a lot. it's a really short game. I mean, there are a ton of optional levels, but that's exactly what they are, optional levels. They don't do anything for you. They give you a little bit of money and score, that's it. So I'm not going to be doing those since I have no reason to do so. Because I'm only going to keep with this plane, so there's no point. But usually I'll just wait until I'm at the second to last level, and by then I have enough to buy the last plane anyway, so it is really interesting to try to do it this way. Okay, and why I'm failing I really don't know. I guess I should focus, but if I'm not talking then it's going to be a little boring because all you'll hear is nothing, really. So I'm going to try to keep it interesting, at least say some things. I mean, at this point I'm not entirely sure what to say. I don't want to blow through my mental list of things and not have anything to talk about by the time the final level comes around. I hate doing that. I'm trying to still work on pacing myself in that respect. So yeah, how about the second level? I mean, it's really not hard. I'm just kind of derping around on it, I guess. I don't know. Any excuse is better than none, right? But yeah, so, things to talk about. Well, I've been putting off this one for a while because I knew I would want to save it for something kind of boring because I think it's just the most interesting thing in the world. No, I'm not that conceited. But, and the reason I say that is because this is about me. Because I obviously haven't given enough insight into my life. I had a weird dream about a week ago. Basically what happened, I got sued for eating all of somebody's dog food. And the worst part is, they won the lawsuit. So, in everybody else's eyes, I was seen as some evil criminal that needed to be put to death for eating somebody's dog food. Yeah, just let that sink in. I woke up from that, and I just kind of had to sit there for a minute. I was extremely confused. Okay, on to the third level. Forest, yay. This should be the last level of the video. So, woo. But that was pretty much it about the dream. I just wanted to bring that up because it was kind of fresh on my mind. I had it written down in a notepad document so I wouldn't forget to bring it up. Believe it or not, I have a few notepad documents dedicated to this right now because I really do find this interesting to do. I like being able to play games I enjoy and just talk about my thoughts. I don't know. It's like free therapy, only I'm not really getting help. I'm just practicing genocide. But I guess you could say this level's kind of cool. For whatever reason, you can destroy these little trees. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you money. I don't think it gives you any score. I'll have to pay attention when I destroy the next one. But it's really pointless. I can just imagine somebody being tied to one of these trees, one of those protesters, and that makes it extremely fun to do it. Like, you probably noticed that I just swung down at the beginning of the level and started shooting the trees. I don't know, it was just something funny that I noticed one day, and Now I've been doing it ever since. Woo. About Super Castlevania 4, like I said, I plan on continuing it. I want to finish that game, I really do. But lately it's been giving me nothing but problems, and I'll probably discuss that in my next FML session. So, look forward to that, I guess. But I'll give a brief description of what's happening right now. I am starting to associate that level with pain of not being able to record it properly, and it's really frustrating, so I don't want to spoil that game for me. I have a tradition every year on New Year's Eve where I play that game all day, counting down to midnight. It's just one of those little things I started doing for no particular reason. I just really like that game, and I don't want to make myself hate it. So I'm sorry if you were looking forward to seeing that again, but right now I'm going to focus on this and maybe something else. I'm still trying to get the kinks worked out with my DS emulator, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I did start playing through Portrait of Ruin because I wanted to at least see what the game was like, and so far it's meeting my expectations, if not exceeding them. It's already starting to rank up with Symphony of the Night on my list, and that's pretty freaking high. Yeah, this boss isn't really hard. You're supposed to take out that middle one, but I just like to take out all the guns. I don't remember if they give you money for taking them all out. I doubt it. But I really just kind of keep missing it. But sure, let's take these out. Ooh. Probably gonna get shot. Let's not get shot. Okay. Now we just have the central part to take out. Okay, that was fun. There is a boss that is very similar to this boss. God. It's a little harder too. But we'll get there when we get there. Anyway, that's the end of this. Thank you for listening. Bye.